Hello everybody and welcome back to some Enter the Gungeon Hardmode. Previously we did pretty decently, but we didn't do quite as well as the time before that. And something I want to say just before I get into this episode, I have had a lot of people complain to me about two things: not using my blanks and not buying HP. And I want to address those. Not buying HP is definitely me being dumb. But not using blanks is a tactical move. I'm trying to save as many blanks as possible for future floors when I really need them. I do realise that I could use them to try and get flawlesses, which might carry me further, but it's obvious that the later bosses are going to be harder, and so I'm kind of trying to make sure that I have what I need for those later bosses. So that's kind of my reasoning for that one there, at least. As for the HP, generally, it's just because it's not in my nature to ever buy HP, and so it's just such a habit to not even check the shop, and it doesn't even pop into my brain. It's a hard habit to break, but it's one I'm going to have to break if I'm going to ever improve. So I do apologise for all of you watching where you found that rather annoying. Looks like this guy's got a blasphemy. Yeah, I do apologise if you found that annoying. I know that it can be watching people play and seeing an obvious mistake they make. It annoys me too when I watch other YouTubers do things and you see them make a really obvious mistake, especially when you know they're good at the game. It's even worse, and yeah, I've been doing that a lot, so I do really apologise. But yeah, it's been fun. If you guys want as well, we can sort of start suggesting characters. Obviously, there's only a limited number of characters we can play, but if you guys particularly want to see me play a character, then maybe you can leave some suggestions for who you'd want to see next, and I'll take that into account and see whoever gets the most comments, or whatever comment gets the most likes, something like that. Oh, that guy's got Gun to Fury. And we'll see about that, because I think that'd be quite fun, because as much as it's nice to just go through them, I'm going to open this straight away, pretty nice, as much as it's nice to just go through them kind of systematically, it's also probably a pretty good idea that I take on suggestions. And honestly, for those of you guys that don't know, and I'm sure many of you already do because I talk about it all the time, user interaction, viewer interaction is one of my favourite things about YouTube. It's one of the big reasons I got into it, one of the big reasons I keep doing it, to read your guys' comments on videos and see what you think. So any thoughts you have about hard mode, about how I'm playing, any suggestions you've got for the series, anything like that, please make sure to leave comments below, and I'll make sure to read them out and even shout them out as well. But yeah, we'll start off by just saying a question to you guys. If you were to play hard mode in your current skill level right now, where do you think you'd reliably be able to get up to? Let's say it's an average run-of-the-mill run. You've got no amazing items. You've got decent items, but nothing crazy. It's not like you're being carried by a singular item. How far do you feel like you could get in hard mode? How far do you think your current skill could carry you? It'd be really interesting to know what level of play people are at, how many hours of people have played the game, all that sort of good stuff. Wow, I got absolutely demolished then. This was a difficult room. This was a difficult room. We've already lost quite a lot of HP for the first floor. I don't know if they're going to be changed at any point, but it's kind of lucky for right now, at least, that the shotgun's final attack when they explode hasn't been changed. I do think they are going to be changed eventually, though. I think that's just something that hasn't been thus far. We'll do an ammo extender here. One moment. I need to fully exit the room. Yeah, do an ammo extender. I think the ammo extenders work on red boxes too. Sadly, this room has no combat, so that doesn't really help. But we'll get one extra room out of, well, 2 extra rooms out of this machine pistol, which is, nope, we'll get 1 extra room out of this machine pistol, which is fine. Not great, it's fine. It's going to be a room with 2 bulletkin, isn't it? That was the biggest waste of my time I've ever experienced in my life. I well and truly just wasted my own and your time. But yeah, it'd be really cool to see what people think of hard mode, how far they think you could get on it. I've seen a few people commenting about it so far, but the more the merrier. I always like, especially with the Gungeon series, to see what people are thinking and see what see if anyone could take on the challenge. Obviously, Gungeon's one of my most popular series, so the more interaction, the better. Regular shotgun. Pretty tempting. It's pretty tempting. Regular shotgun could be pretty darn good for a bit of hard murdage. Which I'm kind of up for. But we'll see what our chests hold first. We've got a brown chest and a blue chest. I'm a little on edge about opening them. I feel like we don't need to. I feel like that's not not the greatest chests, but at the same time, we do have 2 keys, and we did go to the oubliette, I think it was previously, and show off how hard it is, at least in some aspects. I still need to speak to Apache, actually, about switching up hard mode. I definitely regret that, and we'll get a gun from this. I'm sure I'll regret this as well. No, no, no. No, no, no. No regret at all. I'll buy a regular shotgun too. That was... I have 0 regrets. 0 regrets. This is a very... This feels very... Like, we got like a super... Oh, that was a bad roll. We got like a super D-tier vanilla setup here. Oh my god. But yeah, another thing about saving blanks and everything, if I don't have more than 3 blanks, then I'm just going to use them. Really? Did I almost get killed by a bulletkin? Can you stop spawning, bulletkin? They're getting in the way. Stop it. I think we can definitely die here. Of course, the bosses on the first floor ain't easy. Some of their attacks scare me, but the sling is mighty powerful. Mighty powerful, and it holds up. We get the science cannon here, which I rate slightly higher in hard mode, but it's still not a great weapon. And as I said before, the reason I rate it slightly higher is just because... we don't have any blanks, no point teleporting over here. Just because I think it's nice to be able to stun enemies and charm them pretty regularly. Another thing that has been spoken about in terms of balancing for hard mode, the blobulins, globulins, all the different types of blobs, aren't very hard right now. They aren't very threatening. That's mainly because they used to be a lot faster, but I requested that he removed that. Mainly because they were fine normally. They were fast and difficult. But the big problem was, if they were in one of those rooms with the guys that buff enemies, those guys buff enemy movement speed, and they were impossible to dodge. Like, quite literally, they were lightning fast. So he ended up changing that. Oh, damn, I just got hit there. But I think what he's doing now is on suggestion of Nevernamed. I don't know if Nevername's going to be the one that implements it or not, actually. Oh my god. I've heard that he's going to be adding in something that makes it so they drop slowing creep. So, like, the liquid that they drop behind them when they move, if you're in it, it will slow your movement speed. Oh god. Which sounds mighty difficult and could be really, really, really tough for certain rooms. So I'm actually pretty excited to see that. That's going to be a nice little change there. Do have a mini-boss here. I'm probably going to take the mini-boss on straight away, just because we've got a good chance of surviving, or at least an okay chance of surviving. And we do have good weapons for killing him. Do have okay weapons for killing him. And he most likely will drop HP. I can't guarantee I'll survive this, by the way. I do get hit by Blockner fairly regularly. So... I'm not going to guarantee a survival, but we did get it. And we even got a map. No HP, though. We got 1 piece of armor. I'd really rather have red hearts right now. So we get that, which is nice. We can check up on the floor. We'll go for our green chest first off, I think. Seems like a good idea. We've got quite a ways to go to get to it. We don't have a key either, actually, so we should probably go to our shop first, thinking about it. Logically. Oh. Oh, this guy's got a plague pistol. Plague pistol alert. Luckily, plague pistol only lays poison where it lands, so it's only got small amounts of poison on the wall, as you can see here, look. Okay, let's stay out the way of the sniper. Snipers are, of course, probably one of the most difficult enemies to deal with in a room when there's other enemies. On their own, they're not too bad. +1 bullets. Oh, baby, I love your way. I would very much like +1 bullets. I got hit by that explosion then. Not gonna lie, wasn't expecting that. But as you can see, blobs aren't very much of a threat. But this red stuff that they lay on the ground here will slow you down if you're in it, and that's kind of a planned change. I don't know if it's a guaranteed one or just a suggestion that Nevername gave, but I really like the idea, and I'd actually quite like to see that come to fruition and see that added. I really do think that the key to hard mode, in terms of like making it fun and making it like how it should be, is making sure it's hard in all aspects. Like, I don't want to have one enemy that's really easy, because that's not really the point. It's meant to be hard in every single aspect. Like, making sure that everything's been reworked, obviously eventually, I know it takes time, but making sure that everything's been reworked, and there isn't too many enemies that are super easy, because like, even... I'm gonna die here. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh! Even the bulletkin have like this sort of variance and randomness. So Oh, I did die there. One of the things I've always said about Gungeon and bullet hell games in general, roguelikes in general, is the hardest thing to come across is something that's unpredictable and unreliable. That's why Amerconda is such a feared boss and such a difficult boss, because almost every other enemy in the game is very predictable. You know what their patterns are, you know where they're coming from, and you know how they'll come at you. But with the Amerconda, you know his patterns, but he can be anywhere on the screen, and a lot of his patterns travel in weird and random patterns, like the little wiggly snake shots he does. They're just the ones where he just fires out random shots. There's just a lot of randomness to him, and while hard mode bosses do follow that to some extent, it's more so the fact that the enemies follow that more than the bosses do. The bosses still stick to patterns, just harder patterns, which I think is a good thing. You don't want all bosses to be like Amerconda, because people hate Amerconda. They don't enjoy fighting him because he's so random. But what they've done, what Spcreat has done with hard mode is things like Bulletkin are now much less predictable. Now, on the average encounter, they're not that hard. They're not that hard at all, because they do what they normally do, but they fire a bit faster. But every now and again, they fire out a burst of bullets, and you don't know when they're going to do that. There's no indication as to when they're going to fire out that burst. And then even more so on top of that, they might have a different gun than you're expecting. And that's a big part. Ooh, Mega Downser, thank you. That's a really big part of what makes the enemies harder, because you don't expect them. And you'll actually notice that, like, while many enemies are pattern based, their patterns are somewhat random. There's a little bit of variance in them. Now, it's a good idea to keep those at a minimum in terms of amount of enemies, because you don't want to walk into one room where you have 7 different enemies that all have varied and random patterns, because that just leads to bullshit hits and bullshit deaths, because you can't you physically can't learn how to dodge them. You've just got to get lucky. You don't want that. But having at least, like, I don't know, like 20% of your enemies have a good amount of random variance, it keeps you on your toes. It keeps you having to sort of worry. It's even like those ghosts there, when they disappear from where they currently are. Let's watch this guy and let him disappear. He didn't do it that time, but sometimes when they disappear, they let out a bunch of wiggly shots, and those wiggly shots, again, travel quite randomly, and they're quite unpredictable, and it leads to more and more difficulty. It's not actually the amount of bullets on screen that's the difficult part. Well, of course, that is part of it, because more bullets on screen means more things to dodge, but the really hard thing about it is not knowing where their bullets are coming from. Same with that sword swipe there. When the sword swipe comes across your screen, it fires out bullets in a really, like, sort of spread pattern. There it is, look, there it is. A really spread pattern that's kind of hard to predict, and it's really genius design, in my opinion, on the side of Spcreat. I think he's done a really fantastic job of getting a really nice balance between having randomness but not overdoing it, and making sure that it's much harder, but still feels fair. It doesn't feel like you're constantly just fighting against the RNG chance that an enemy will do a massive burst shot that you could never predict, but you still have that chance in some enemies doing things like that. It's just not all of them, and I really do like that and appreciate it a lot. It makes the learning curve of getting down the patterns on how to play hard mode take a lot longer than default Gungeon did, and I really do think that's the beauty of hard mode. It should last you a lot longer. It should take you a lot more time to get to a position where you feel like you can win every run than it would do if you were to play normal Gungeon. I think normal Gungeon, it takes, I don't know, once you've beaten the Lich, I'd say like 3 times, you should be able to pretty reliably beat it after that. I'd say unless you got really lucky on those runs, very nice. Unless you got really lucky on those runs, once you've beaten the Lich, ooh, that's really, really good. Once you've beaten the Lich like 3 times solidly, I think after that point, you've kind of learnt the game enough to get there reliably. Whereas hard mode, I don't think that's going to be the case. I think it's going to rely on some luck from your items and some really good play and learning, like learning what the enemies do. It's going to take us quite a while before that becomes something that we can say that we're good at. I'd say... that's a bad hit. I'd say right now, I'm decently good at hard mode. Decently good at hard mode. But I wouldn't, by any stretch of the imagination, say I'm great at it. I'm getting to the 3rd floor now, at least semi-reliably. So here we got ourselves the stump, the decoy, which is good for two reasons. One is the normal reason that you love it in any run. It's because it allows you to steal, which is a fantastic ability that is really, really useful in many situations for getting items. Oh, I can't believe I got hit there. But we've got a new use case for it. Now it's actually genuinely quite useful as a fucking decoy. Before, the decoy part of it was pretty secondary. It was good, but it was never the main part of it. Now we can actually use it to do things like that. Now, it will die pretty quick because it's based on damage and enemies are firing a lot more shots. But even still, I think that's pretty good. And that's pretty good. Right, we got the M1 here. M1's pretty decent. We do have a blank left. We should take the time to look for our secret room, really. I doubt it'll be here, but I'll check it anyways. No, no, no. I doubt it'll be here, but I'll check it anyways. No, no, no. It'll either be in our shop or here. I'm going to guess here. It was not. Down to the next floor. Okay. Doing pretty well. Doing pretty well. This is an okay run so far. Siren is really good as well because it prevents us from taking fall damage or taking any elemental damage. So fire and electricity and things like that can't hurt us. I know that's not exactly the biggest issue in the world, electricity, but fire is actually a big part of a lot of enemies on hard mode. So this is a pretty difficult little corner we've got ourselves into here. Again, this is one of the custom rooms from Expand the Gungeon that I think is still a pretty good custom room, but probably not the best for hard mode. So, just got to be aware of that. Oh, that was a bad hit. Oh, and that's a bad miss. I got hit again there. Wow. Yeah, the veteran pistol guys and veteran shotgunners are both really hard. Okay, where the hell's this guy gone? Okay, I just effectively killed myself for that Chanskin, and he disappeared. I don't know where the fuck he went. He just fucking bolted. And I essentially killed myself for him. I am upset about that fact. I should not have done that. I should not have done that. It was a waste of my life force. As you can see, though, lots of rooms are going to be fairly simple. It's basically the rooms that are the hardest. It isn't dependent on how hard the enemy itself is. It's dependent on how many different varieties of enemies there are. The room's sort of size and... Oh, that's also really, really good. I think Daruma's better. The hard decision. But I genuinely think Daruma is much, much better. But yeah, like, what cover the room has and sort of where everything is a big part of it, I think. Oh my god, we're almost out of ammo on this thing. Okay, good, good. Don't let enemies fire. It's a good way to stop them hurting us. I am one hit away from death here, so... Not exactly too happy about that. Try and line these up and get some multi-shots, save a bit of ammo. Okay, we're all out on that. Good, good. Still got an enemy down here. Another blob boy. Do you know what? Don't waste siren ammo. Siren ammo is precious. We're dead. Yep. Another room that is not designed for hard mode. Have to say, didn't design that room. I hate it. I really don't like that room at all. That room needs to go. It just forces you to stand still at the entrance. I might want to speak to Apache about getting that one removed. I'm not sure who made that one, but I'm not a big fan. I have to say, I'm not a big fan. It needs some... If you're going to keep it like that, it just needs like a path that runs through the middle. So there's at least one safe place to stand. And you can use the pit areas if you want. Either way, we carry on. Not too bad. That was really my own fault for dying there. I mean, of course, it's always my own fault. But what I mean there is... Look. Oh. What I mean there is... My god, we've got a chest, like... so many times here. What I mean there really is nail gun. Ow. Oh my god, everything just went terribly there. I went for that Chanskin and took way too much damage. I should not have taken the damage I did. I'm going to just do an ammo extender on that. Get an extra room out of this. Holy fuck, that attack on the mages is so laggy. So laggy. I don't know why, but it's really bad. We've got another blue shotgunner up here, yeah, we do. Really, I ought to be using these two weapons in conjunction with each other. We've lost a lot of health already. We've taken 3 hits in 3 rooms. So I hit a room so far. There you go, that's what I should be doing, really. Stopping enemies from firing and then switching over to our pistol. Don't waste too much of the snowballer. The snowball is utility, basically. And that's a good way of thinking about it. Oh my god, they keep just getting off a shot before I can freeze them. It's very annoying. I am taking too much damage on this darned run. This is probably a bit of a lost cause, this one, I'd have to say. Right, take out these guys and take out the shotgunners. I got hit again! Oh my god, stop! I'm getting really annoyed at myself. Stop getting hit, Turtle. You moron. It's not how you play the game. You play the game by... I got hit again! Oh my god, just die to the fire. Sacrifice myself. I'm joking, I won't do that. We got nightly bullets. I'm pretty sure nightly bullets is... It's either more damage but less damage to bosses or the other way around. I can't remember. I think it's that way around. You... God damn, that guy got me. I'm kind of glad that run's over, though, because that one was cursed from the beginning. I died way too many times there. Not died, got hit way too many times early on. And it just was not going well for me. It was not going well for me at all. So let's restart. Restart. Back to basics. Back to the beginning. Also, at some point, we'll probably do some full curse runs as well of hard mode. I mean, that'll be truly cursed. Okay, this room's gonna be super easy because it's a default room. Like, well, I say it's a default room. It's a room that doesn't contain, it doesn't contain enemies that have been reworked. So, it's effectively like a normal difficulty room. So, I can't imagine us getting hit in this one. If we do, though, it'll only be once. Oh my god. So, apparently... I don't know if any of you out there do your own sort of YouTube or recording, but it's like, I see that you're too far into a recording to stop now, but I'm going to make your nose itch an unbelievable amount, so you're going to have to stop the recording in order to itch your nose. Thank you, nose. I'm glad you remembered I'm recording. It's like my brain makes the correlation. It's like, yes, it's time. It's time. Start the itching process. Right. Oh, do you see that then? That Bullet King got pushed into me by the explosion of the chandelier. He didn't die. He just forced himself upon me. Oh, we need to be quick. Oh! Holy hell. This fucking frame dropping is so annoying. I rolled and then... No. No. I rolled and my character was like, no, you didn't. No, I'm gonna lag on that frame and make sure you didn't actually press roll. God damn it. I mean, also, that ghost could not have spawned in a worse spot. I'll agree. But even still, I'm slightly peeved that I just got hit there because I tried to roll and the game was like, no, you didn't. You didn't try to roll. You walked right off that cliff, right? Walked right into the drink, right? That's what you did? Okay. We'll do that for you then. Blue shotgunners are really difficult. When there's multiple of them, as I was saying earlier, it's really depending on the pattern of the enemy and how many enemies there's in a room. Blue shotgunners, when there's multiple of them, they are tough. Also, this room in general is just really tough. This room, even without hard mode, is a hard room because it's got a lot of bullet kin at the end and 2 blue shotgunners. Luckily, we got through it there. We got ourselves whatever this is. Ah, it's a mirror room. Right, get down here, you guys. It's also got a red chest in it, so I'll probably end up opening that. 3.5 cash for a red chest seems good to me. Ooh, okay. I did not realize there was a chain gunner in here. We might be fucked. We can't let that chain gunner start spooling up. I've got to stay away from him. Because I'm pretty sure that... Yeah, we got him. If he spools up, I was pretty sure that he would immediately break the glass. Whoa. Rubber bulletkin. Gotta be very careful this guy doesn't smash the glass here. Not my best designed room, I'll admit it. Still, I think it's kind of fun, though. It's a cool idea. Just a bit big. Don't spawn through there, you bitch. It's got a few too many enemies in it, I think. I might need to tweak this one a little bit. It's good, though. It's giving me more of a perspective. Right. Let's open this up. We got ourselves the tonic. I'll take that. Also, there's a war mimic back here. Sneaky me. I did the sneaky. I don't think war mimics have been reworked, you know. Huzzah. I got past the system. And we got the planetarium gun. Cool. I can't remember what the tonic does. I think it's just like increased stats for every time that you use it. And we got nightly bullets again. Let's see if we can glean what they do from the description. High-class luxury, reluctant to harm those higher than them in status, but I have no problem. Yeah, it's lower boss damage, but not more base damage. Oh, hot damn. Damn it. Right, thank you, grenade, for trying to stop that guy from hurting me, but didn't really help. Can't really do much with that right now. That's fine. But at least for right now, we have a weapon that we can go against our boss with pretty reliably. Got him. Grab that. Ooh, the AK guys, they fire fast. Oh, being this far away from him when he does the sword attack is really dangerous. The wider spread that gets, the more dangerous it becomes, and that was quite the widespread. Okay, and here's the boys in blue. We're gonna use the tonic literally every opportunity we get. Want to make sure to beef it up as fast as possible. Lost our glass guanstone there. That's not a big problem, though. Shop... Really? Got this room again? Oh, okay. What the fuck? There was a nitra. There's not meant to be a nitra in this room. I hate the fact that they can just replace other enemies. That scared the shit out of me. That scared the ever-loving fuck out of me. Come on, hegemony boys. The hegemony boys in blue. No, I got stuck on the wall. I'm gonna die to these guys. Should not be possible. Can't believe I got another one of these rooms straight after that. That room's really rare. That room's meant to be like a sort of Easter egg secret room. And we've had it twice in a row. Really? That was one enemy? Oh my god, also this room's a pain. We're gonna die in this room. Yep, we did. God damn it, I'm probably the first person ever to die to an arrowkin. Probably the first person ever to die to an arrowkin. Oh, yeah, that room's really annoying when you come across it. That was a good run up until then as well. It was a good run. Anyway, we keep going. We've not done too well today. I don't even think we've made it to the second floor boss yet, but as I said, this series is going to be one of those ones where sometimes, some episodes, it's just going to be smacking our head against a wall, trying to make minor improvements, and it's sometimes not going to happen. We've got a lot of learning to still do. We'll get there eventually, but it's going to be slow progress for a little while. It is. Oh my god. Die, you fuck! Oh my god, Peeking's taking so many shots to kill right now. Or at least I feel like they are. It's big sad times at the minute. Big sad times. Okay. Carry on. Getting a hit that early, not great. I'd like to be able to sort of reliably get to the boss without getting hit. That'd be a really big achievement for me if I could get there most often more than not, because that piece of armor is actually really valuable in boss fights. We learnt that recently when we were fighting when we were playing the robot. Like the robot having blanks on bosses was a very, very nice thing to have, really. I just have to answer a message really quick after this room. Okay. Okay, I'm back, sorry. I just have to answer a message really quickly. Right. Let's see how far we can get this time around. If not, this will end up being our last one, I think. Oh my god. I've rolled over a table. I need to learn. There's so many things that I've just got to get used to and got to change about the way that I think about Gungeon and play Gungeon. There's so many risks that I used to take, or things that they weren't even really risks before, but now they're quite serious risks, and I've got to identify them as such. I can't be as aggressive as I was before. I can't be as in the face of everything as I was before. As those of you that watch my Nuclear Throne series will know, I give no shits, and I will get face first, up close and personal with my enemies, and it often gets me killed. It's just the way I play roguelikes. I do it with a lot of the roguelikes I play. That was a bit of a close one. Oh, Bulletkin are so dangerous being that close to as well. Trying to sneak past them like that. Normally, very easy. They only shoot about once a second. You can easily sneak by them. But with this, if they do a triple shot, you don't know it's coming. They could easily hit you a bunch of times. Right, do a roll over them guys. Got you. Need to get into our shop, really. I think the shop's kind of the key to the first floor. I mean, it always has been in Default Gungeon as well. It's always been like the sort of central thing of molding your floor 1. Ooh, that's really nice. But in hard mode, I think it's a little more prevalent because we can kind of make decisions based on what HP's in the shop, what items are in the shop. Whereas normally, I wouldn't really look into that too much. Basically, it's just HP and keys, so that allows us to play a little more frivolously than normal. I would like to get to my first chest, please. I'm going to assume it's up this way. It was. Light gun. Light gun's decent. Light gun's decent. We'll save it for the boss, though, for now. Run into this room again. Yeah, this room's very annoying to run into. I keep getting hit by it, and I have literally no reason to come in here. It's not even that hard. The hardest thing about it is the grenade on the second wave. Like, the grenade on the second wave makes it so difficult. Hey, nice consolation prize there, at least. Let's buy ourselves a heart, shall we? Get ourselves up to full HP. Make sure we're doing that whenever possible. Or whenever needed, should I say. Okay, there you go. And second chest, what do you hold for me? A red chest, perhaps? A black chest? That's another thing as well, like... Whereas before, red and black chests were kind of just nice. They were just like, ooh, cool, get to see some rare items. Now, we're actually back to that early Gungeon state where getting one can actually win you a run. Like, I'd say that, yeah, there is normal Gungeon runs where a black chest does save my run, but that's not to say that I would have lost without it. That's just to say it really helped me win easier without less stress and less worry. But now the black chests and red chests are actually really what carries us further, and we've seen that so far. Like, I'll just take this. Pale bracelet, throwing guns afflict. Interesting. Yeah, we've kind of seen that already in the episodes we've done so far, that we've got quite far in. All of those ones we've had some pretty stellar effects. So, we've activated Venom on this guy, and I don't know why. So, I think this is a bug. I think the Thrown Guns Afflict is having some strange interaction with Cell's Venom effect. If you don't know what Venom is, by the way, Venom is poison that lasts half as long but deals twice the damage, I think. It's very strong, and it seems to be activating on the light gun with every single hit. Definitely not how it's supposed to work. Definitely, ow, I'm getting hit so much in this fight. Definitely not how it's supposed to work. I don't really know why it's hitting them with Venom every single time, but... Oh, we got Kevin as well. Kevin's back. Cool boy Kevin is back. And don't worry, guys. I didn't forget there's more HP here. I'll buy that too. So the fact that we're activating Venom on every hit right now is really strong. Like I said, I'm assuming that's a bug to do with the Pearl Bracelet. The Pearl Bracelet basically activates every status effect on an enemy when you throw your gun at them. But obviously, we're not throwing our gun at them. We're just hitting them. So, if it activates when we use our normal pistol, then we'll know it's definitely a bug. Maybe not. It just seems to be with the light gun. Maybe it just doesn't work with infinite ammo weapons because you can't throw them. We'll have to see how this works, but this is a very, very strong bug right now. Venom's very strong, and yeah, Cell's gonna have to look into that, and as well as Never Named. They might have to work together on why this is happening. Right, Kevin. Apparently, as well, only we can kill Kevin. Kevin cannot be killed by enemies, which is pretty cool. Oh my god, this room's hard. This room's hard, especially with the lag. Come on, Kevin, buddy. Yes, Venom here is saving our run right now. Oh my god, that guy wrecked me. Oh my god, he's down there too? I did not see you. Oh, I'm losing it. I'm losing it. We've got a care store here. I don't think we have any cares yet either, or over 100 casings, which is pretty bad. Means we can't go in there yet. We don't have a water-based weapon this run either. Okay. This is bad. That was difficult. We could die here. Slightly sad to see we're going to die when there's a care shop available. Slightly sad to see indeed. Where are you, buddy? I know you're up here somewhere. Where have you got off to? There you are. So easy to sneak away from me. Venom got you. Right, I think this is a mini-boss here. It's the wizard boy. Oh. Get him, Kevin. I think I just poisoned Kevin to death. Oh no, we're gonna die to this guy. Don't do it. Don't do it. I had to use my blanks on him to stay alive. Okay, good. We lived. And we got health as well. Oh my god. More health. Right, so this here will give us a good idea. Wow, that's a very good secret room right there. Do you know what I really wish I had right now? A blank. I don't think these enemies have been reworked, so we should have a decent time. Yeah, this isn't causing Venom either, so I really can't tell you what caused this strangeness. Aha, transmuted. Sorry, Kevin. You got to get out of the way. Oh my god, I still got hit. These little buggers! Fuck you! I couldn't kill him. Just had 2 hearts to them bad boys. What the hell is this thing? This thing's made of fucking bricks. Can't kill it. This is like the most godly flaw. This is such a good flaw. There's so much. Like, look at this. We got one of these. We got a red chest. We got like the best secret room you've ever seen. We've got a game down here. I'm gonna buy this and get into that secret room. I'm so dumb. It's this room it's in. I'm so dumb. That was the dumbest thing I've ever done in my life. Oh my god. There's not even another blank in the shop. I'm very upset by that. Very upset by that. Oh, it looks so much like it's where I blanked on the minimap. I even checked it before. This is what I mean by there's a ton of stuff that I do in Gungeon that's just dumb. Super dumb, but I can't help it because I'm special. Now, we're not going to be able to get into the good room because we don't have any curse. This is terrible. This is like the best, worst flaw ever. The best, worst flaw. you've ever seen. Oh, Kevin hit me, you fuck! We get this thing. Oh, I'm so upset. I'm so upset. Everything I've done is just dumb. I don't have enough money to get into that. I don't have enough things to do this. I don't have enough this to do that. And it's just all, it's all gone to shit. It's all gone to shit is what I'll say. I'm guessing this is you, Kevin, here. Chloranthy ring. Oh my god. Nah, this is just... I'm so upset at how superbly wrong everything just went for us here. And now we have this bastard, which is doing something strange. Oh my god. No! Okay, that was just the best worst flaw I've ever had in Gungeon. It has to be said. But either way, I hope you guys did enjoy this episode. This was another fun one. It's got some good stuff, and that last run could have gone somewhere had I have done anything right, but I didn't. Oh, the stress of hard mode is getting to me. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.